Morning. How are you? Today, I've just come up with an open message to Zimbabwean journalists, uh, fellow journalists. Journalism is more than a profession. It is a public trust. Every story we publish has the potential to inform, uh, unite, or divide our communities. As media practitioners, let us remain committed to accuracy, fairness, and responsible reporting. In times of political and social tension, it is especially important to verify information before publishing, distinguish facts from opinion, and avoid content that unnecessarily fuels hatred. Misinformation or division, healthy debate is essential in democracy, but it is always be based on truth and respect. Let us remember that our words can shape the future of our nation. By upholding the highest ethical standards, we can strengthen public confidence in the media and contribute to peace, accountability, and national development. Let us compete through profession, integrity, and credible reporting, not through sensationalism or the spread of unverified information. Together, we can build a stronger, more responsible media that serves Zimbabwe and its people with honesty, fairness, and courage. Guys, this word, I'm just representing it to our fellow Zimbabwean journalists. Uh, to be a journalist, it doesn't mean to say we are saying you are not supposed to support this party, you are supposed to support this party, you are supposed to do this and this and that and that. No, that's not it. But accordingly to what we are observing, like now, right now in Zimbabwe, it seems as if everyone who holds up a camera, everyone who holds up a platform on YouTube, everyone who holds up a platform wheresoever on social media, we are there to fight each other, publishing an unverified informations, doing this and this and this. If you've got a query with the President Mnangagwa, why can't you just go there to President Mnangagwa and talk to him? Just to find the way where you can just go and talk to him. If he is misleading up the country and you've got an idea, why can't you just go and share with him whatsoever what you think it is the best advice to save the country, to lead the country? As you see, like now, when you open up social media, it's all about Emerson Mnangagwa, Dr. Emerson Mnangagwa, President Emerson Mnangagwa, His Excellency. Why? If you have got a word, if you know how to rule or how to run a country, if you've got the ethics of a president, why can't you just sit down with the people? Then you can just go straight away to the State House and talk to him. Like now, guys, I just want to inform you, we are busy destroying up the dignity of our country. That's why you find that if you go to South Africa, they will hate you just because they really know that you hate your president. And how are you going to like us, or how are you going to love us in our country? There is no other way. The moment time they are going to say no to this, you are going to fight with them, and you are going to say that their South Africans are not good. If they are Botswana, they are not good. Why? Just because you have got a spirit of hatred that is within yourself. Why can't you just sit down and resolve up a problem that you think you've got enough idea on how to solve it? Problems won't be solved over social media. Problems will never be solved through shouting, through what. Because even though if you shout over social media, you find Dr. Emerson Mnangagwa, the president, that is excellent, will never hear you. Will never hear any word from you. It will be for us who follows social media. We are the ones who hear what you are saying. Yeah, even though if you say he is doing this, he is doing this, he is doing this, mind you, that guy, that man doesn't have time. He doesn't have time to watch over these things that we are publishing on social media. He doesn't have time on YouTube. He doesn't have time to go on Facebook. He doesn't have time to go through WhatsApp. It's only us who follows the WhatsApp, who follows the Facebook, Twitter, everything and so forth. But he himself, he doesn't have that time. The moment time when you trigger something, like you are publishing up something, hey, vice president is planning this, hey, vice president is doing this, hey, what. You are triggering up something which is going to end the country into a mess. Why can't you just leave them to resolve their own issues if they've got some issues among themselves? If President Emerson Mnangagwa, you've got a query with General Chiwenga as his vice president, he's the one who nominated him to be a vice president. Mind you, if you sit down and think, those guys were together and they are already in the office together and they are already working together, and that will never change. Why am I saying this? Just to check. Time before, when former President Robert Mugabe wanted to resign, he just took General Chiwenga as his success. But General Chiwenga refused. He really knows what a reason why he refused, and he gave the point. He gave the stick to his excellent Dr. Emerson Mnangagwa. That really indicates that they work together. They really know each other. It's not like they are just people who knows each other from the party or so forth. No, those guys, they work together. No matter how we create friction between them, but truly speaking, those guys, they work together. They build whatsoever what they are building together. You on the ground and on the social media, you are the ones who are triggering up things that are dividing the nation of Zimbabwe. Not the ZANU-PF party, no. Even though if you want to oppose the ruling party, you can't just shout over social media. There are good protocols, simple lines that you can follow, and that will allow you. So a lot of people, they just think, if you want to be an opposition, you are supposed to shout at President Emerson Mnangagwa. You are supposed to shout at General Chiwenga. You are supposed to shout at Vice President Kembo Mohadi. You are supposed to fight with the Mr. Tsangwa. No, that's not it. You are supposed to plan and just produce up and just present up fake informations. What we really know is, if you've got anything, any idea on how to correct General Chiwenga as the vice president, there is a protocol that you use if you're a politician. If you want to correct up something from His Excellency President Emerson Mnangagwa, you've got a protocol that you use if you're a politician. That's why you hear some of other times he says, vachingobukura, tichingotonga. He hears from other people that there people are saying this, people are saying this, people are saying this. But he really knows that a word of gossip will never solve up anything, any situation. But the real thing that can solve up situations within the country, the real issue that can make your voice to be heard within the country, is to follow. If you are a youth member, you are supposed to follow the right channel. We've got the right channel. We've got our chairmen, we've got our councillors, we've got His Excellency again, Mr. Tinoma Chakaire. He is there for us Just go there, talk to him. He's a free guy. Just talk to him. Right? I think that would be the best. Unlike to go as a youth guy and start to shout over WhatsApp, over TikTok, over social media, and you'll be thinking that you are entertaining up anybody who is in Zambia. Never. You are just entertaining up those people who are well interested of hearing up those dramas. No, today this and that, today, tomorrow that and that, tomorrow that and that. But that will be not the issue of resolving up the problem of Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe, which its only problems that it needs people who can assist on advice on how to rule and how we can resolve up the economic situation that we are facing. It needs people who works. We have got 5 common sense of building up the country. That's why he said, His Excellency said, Nyika inovakwa nevene. Instead of building up your country, you are busy destroying it up. There are other guys. If you go to Sape, you go to Mutare, you go to Mashonaland, West Wedza, Goto. If you go to Masvingo, Blawayo, Plumtree, Limpopo, down that side, you'll find that there are a lot of guys who are doing a lot of things. Masvingo, there are a lot of people who are doing a lot of good things there. Just to check on them. They are just building up their own lives so that Zimbabwe must be the greatest country in the world. How are you going to build up your country? Yet you are in South Africa, you are busy shouting, yeah, Zimbabweans, yeah, what, yeah, Mnangagwa. And you are giving up an authority and allowance to South Africans to fight against you, because they will be knowing you do not have anybody who supports you, just because you are busy publishing, you are busy shouting over social media that your country doesn't have any president, your country doesn't have anyone who can rule and control up over it. So what is going to be the next issue now? All the peoples that are hearing up your word from social media, if you are in South Africa, if you are in Botswana, if you are wheresoever where you are, not Zimbabweans only. Let me just say, if you are a South African guy, if you are a Botswana guy, a Tswana guy, if you are a Namibian guy, Mozambican guy, wheresoever where you are, if you just publish and shout up your government over social media, the people who are staying with you in their country, they are going to see and they are going to check on it. Then they are going to see that no, this person is a problem. So these guys are a problem. If they say that their president, their government is a mess, why can't they just go and resolve their mess and their problems? Then they will come back and we can just enjoy together. Because they will be aware. We know in our country we've got peaceful government which rules up like what we want. And what about yourself? Like now, you are busy shouting, yeah, government of Zimbabwe, you've got corruption, you've got what. Why are you shouting while you're in South Africa? Why can't you just go to Zimbabwe and tell the government openly, write a petition straight away? Yeah, telling them that no, the way it is, it's not the way. It's not the way that we like in Zimbabwe. Now we are like you're acting as if you're you're slaves in other countries. Why? Just because of your mouth. Just because you're afraid of what you say. You're afraid of what you did. And let us respect social media. Let us respect our governments. I really know that some of other guys who are shouting at His Excellency President Emerson Mnangagwa, retired General Chiwenga, retired Kembo Mohadi, you are just saying, publishing, shouting, doing whatsoever what you are doing here, saying here and that, what it's over. But if I ask you, have you ever met with His Excellency President Dr. Emerson Mnangagwa? Never, one day. So why are you blaming him that he have got something to do up with your life, yet you are the one who is failing? You were being told to go to school. If you are educated and you know the economic of Zimbabwe is not suitable for you just because It's law. Why can't you just go abroad? Apply and go abroad nicely without shouting at each other. Then you go and work where they can accept and where they can manage to pay you accordingly to your education. If you find that no, the situation of Zimbabwe is not good for you, just go somewhere where you think and where you know already know this area and this country is going to accept me and I'm going to be okay. Unlike to shout, yes, you are vendors. Yes, you can vote for the government. But if you vote for the government, is it going to protect you from the law? Government vote the law. Every country votes its own law, rules and regulations. Do you mean to say you are going to mess up and the government is going to protect you just because you support the government? No, never. It will protect you if you do something not intentionally, but just because of the situation. That is when you say, some of other times they'll say, no, let us just adjust it a bit on the borders. Let us just adjust a bit wheresoever where they live, so that they can manage to survive. Because we know the situation of our economic is the one is forcing them to do whatsoever they are doing. But it is not a green robot or a passport that you are supposed to mess up and the government is supposed to accept it just because of the economy. No, if you do it intentionally, you will face the sequence. But if you do it just because you are under pressure of something, you're under pressure about the situation, they will understand you. Just take note of it, guys. Let us not abuse social media by posting up things. I'm not saying you're not supposed to support opposition. I'm not saying you're not supposed to say whatsoever what you think about the ruling party of ZANU-PF. No. But I'm just saying, if you do not have enough evidence, a verified information that you can publish on social media about what is happening, don't spread false information to the nation, because it is going to cause chaos wheresoever what other peoples are living like now. Like now, we've got a chaos of xenophobia which is happening in South Africa. It is being triggered by the guys who are publishing while they are on social media. Yeah, Zimbabwe government, what. President Emerson Mnangagwa, corruption, what. Retired General Colonel Kembo Mohadi, retired General Chiwenga is saying this and that and that. Some of the ways that you are saying, those guys have already said they did not say those ways. They are busy. Yes, we know there might be a friction between themselves, but they are busy trying by their A-level best to correct up the situation of Zimbabwe to be stable. Both of them, they are rushing here and then, here and then, here and then, here and then. But you are just quoting up some of other ways which they say, while they are controlling you. But anyhow, let's make it like this. This is Enock Makoni, the investigative journalist from Buffalo Medias. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Before I go any further, and I think you can like our page and subscribe. Then we need your support. Your support is not like Gore. You will be agreeing with what I'm saying. You can just oppose. It's supporting just because you are giving us something to check on it. Thank you so much. Good time.